Hello, my name is Jackie Kirkup. Welcome to Spotlight on Souris. Today is Wednesday, April the 23rd, 2025. I have with me Cathy Williams. Hi, Cathy.
Hi, Jackie.
Cathy is a director and co-founder of the Westman mental wellness community here in Souris. I think I didn't quite get the name all out, did
No,
I?
that was fine. That
Well,
was
that
good.
was okay.
Yeah.
So Cathy is here with us to talk about the Westman Mental Wellness Walk that's coming up on May the 10th, and it's held in Souris. So Cathy, what outcomes do you hope to achieve from this event?
Well, it's several outcomes. Number one, it is a fundraiser. It's the biggest fundraiser that we have each year, but there's more to it than that. It's about the community of people coming together. Um, Mental health is still somewhat of a stigmatized subject, and I think it's nice when people can come, um, join other people who have had mental health issues in their own lives or has lost someone to suicide, and I do think it's a good place to connect and just feel part of a community.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. And it's
Yeah.
not just the walk. I know there's
Yeah.
so many other things, and we'll get into that a little bit about what is happening kind of, throughout the walk time and
Yeah.
the fellowship part of it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think the other thing too is because it is a walk and our route does go through a good part of Souris, I think it brings awareness because we're out as a group walking and people notice that and it kind of brings attention again to that subject.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So with this event, I understand that this is the seventh.
Yes.
This will be the seventh, so far annual
Yes.
walk. How do you measure the success of an event like this?
Well, every year we see different faces come, and I think I feel that it's an event that we don't know in terms of who that day helped, but I think that always seeing different faces and stuff that people come when they need that support.
Right.
And so I think that that's one of the key things.
Yeah. Must be heartwarming just to even know that all the people that have come, that
Yeah.
you've helped them or giving them some bit of knowledge to go home with
Yeah.
about mental health. It
Yeah.
just must be a good feeling to.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, because that's part of like the whole idea when we started this was we wanted to help people. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
besides this walk, I know all the other amazing things your group has been up to. So the funds from this particular event, where would the funds go from this?
Well, we do lots of different things with our funds. All the money stays here in Westman. We're run by volunteers, so there's no overhead. So we do all kinds of projects. We're working on putting mental health libraries in several schools throughout Westman. We What else have we done? I'm drawing a blank.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, that's just one thing, but I just think back to like the counseling, mobile
Yes.
counseling that you have
Yeah,
happening.
yeah,
Like that's big.
yeah. And it's starting to pick up momentum now.
Good.
So, the other thing about what we do with the money we raise, we also um, have grants available. So, any community in Westman that feels there's something they would like to see with regards to mental health and suicide prevention, they can apply to us for a grant
Okay.
of up to $2,500, and that's where like all of our money goes back, like into different community.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Do you see the same participants coming back year after year?
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a few that come back every year, and it's nice to see their faces and know that they're obviously getting something out of coming back to the
That's
walk.
right. Yeah. And most likely bringing more people with them when they come.
Yeah, sometimes. Lots of people build a team, like if they've lost someone to suicide, they will bring a family team or a friends and family team. And it's always nice to see them coming out and remembering the one that they lost.
Right.
And I think that's probably partly why they come too, because you feel like, in a sense, that's honoring and remembering that
Right.
person.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. I think that's great.
yeah.
I know besides the walk, and we alluded to this a little bit earlier, there are other things that are happening during the event. So I think in the past I've seen different tables set up with wellness resources. What are some other things that people might be able to check out when they come?
Well, we do have lots of resources set up for people to talk to, some mental health professionals if they want to pick up information. We usually have a few vendors on site. The vendors, we kind of try and pick something that we feel is somewhat related to self-care. So self-care is different for everyone, but we try and get in a few vendors that sell things that maybe like kind of pamper yourself, like candles.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And we had one lady come that did some Reiki and stuff. So just some different little things that people could check out and see if it's something that they would be interested in.
Right, yeah, I think it's great. I feel like there was, a number of vendors, and it was nice people could just kind of mill around and talk to others, and feel like maybe there was somebody that had shirts there that had a message on them at one time. But
we had Chad Hender, came one year, and we always do have some T-shirts and stuff for sale. But it's really just it's a family-friendly day. People bring their dogs and their kids, and they just kind of mill around and visit. And so it is not really a very formal program or anything. We do have some information we put forth in a little presentation or whatever, but it's really more just about coming, enjoying yourself, having a good day.
Yes.
Even though it's a serious topic, it's meant to be a lighthearted day.
Right. Yeah. Well, I've been a few times, and I always enjoy myself, and it really is great to see a turnout and know that it's going to a good cause.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So I know you have this walk, and lots of advertising, and people know about it. But how are other ways people can continue to stay involved with your group throughout the other times of the year?
Well, we're always looking for volunteers to help out. I know lots of people are busy. They don't have time to commit to our board, but to come and help out at events like this is something we're always looking for help. And if people have ideas, something that they'd like to see in service, reach out to us for sure. And, if it fits within our mission statement, then we're probably on board.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's great to know. For, I would say, myself or a business or something like that, how could they become involved, and are there any sponsorship opportunities that would help out that day?
For sure, yeah. We usually do ask some of the businesses for support. Because we do the golf tournament in August, we try to kind of split so that we're not asking people twice.
Right.
But anybody that would like to, a monetary donation or a silent auction prize, anything like that is a great help to us.
Right. So, if a business or an individual, I don't mean to pick on businesses, but say they couldn't necessarily come and participate in the walk on that day, maybe they just are able to drop off a prize.
Yeah.
Or if someone isn't able to make it or could do the walk necessarily, they could still give a donation just towards the event.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
And even if people, like we've had people say, well, I'd love to come, but I can't walk. Come.
Still come and check out the other things.
Yeah, and free lunch for the participants. And so, just come and see what we're all about, and probably run into somebody and have a visit. And
of course.
That's all good for our mental health.
Absolutely, it sure is. In the past, do you know how many walkers or participants you've had?
We usually are running about 150, 160 now.
Okay. Wow. That's
So
great.
it's a good like it's a nice number. I'd like to see 500, but it's still a good number, and it like we have it in the curling club, so it doesn't look like the curling club's half empty or something.
That's
You know what
right.
I mean? Like,
Yes, of course.
But no, we're up around the
That's
160.
good. And
Yeah.
I'm certain it's just been growing year after year.
A little bit, each
yeah.
year.
Yeah, it's good. I know, like, being here to get the word out, and I've seen some posters already around the community of Souris about the event.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're getting the advertising and you're
Getting
promoting
started,
it
yeah.
a lot. So hopefully
Yeah.
there's a good turnout.
Yeah, and it all depends. There's so much going on all the time, isn't
Is
there?
that
Like,
the truth?
like people have other obligations, and that's fine. But yeah, if you could make it, that would be great.
Good. How accessible is the route? So can, like, kids come, like you mentioned dogs, if a person wanted to ride a bike, could they
Sure.
do that?
We have two routes. One is approximately 5K. It goes over the swinging bridge.
Okay.
So I have tried to ride a bike across the swinging
Oh
bridge.
yeah, that might be maybe a good idea.
But yeah, and the other route is 2 kilometers, and that route we did establish for people who couldn't physically do the 5K.
Right.
But the routes they're totally accessible. There's no barriers.
Right.
And the curling club is wheelchair accessible too.
Right.
So
Right.
yes.
Yeah. And if a person, say, had a scooter, like they could go and do it, and there's no age restriction, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, everyone's welcome.
Absolutely.
All ages.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like on the walks I've seen people with scooters, and I've seen people pushing strollers, and it's just great to see everybody can come and participate.
Yeah.
Is it a timed event?
No.
Okay.
No. So do it at your own pace. There's no rush. We did incorporate a run one year, but it didn't go over that good.
Right.
So we decided to discontinue that and just carry on with the two walks.
Just the walks,
Yep.
yes. Okay, so maybe we should just talk about the times of when things are going to start happening on the 10th.
So registration starts at 9:30. So then we don't start actual programming till 10:30, so that gives people kind of an hour to get there and get settled. 10:30 we usually have our little kickoff. We usually do some exercises to warm up, and officially get out the door at 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when would you wrap up? Like, say, like if people were half an hour to an hour on their walk, come back, have their lunch.
Yeah, and then we usually have a rainbow auction. So depending on the amount of prizes, we're usually out by between 1:30 and 2.
Okay. Yeah, just give people a bit of a timeline on, what they can set aside for to take part in all of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we try not to drag it out too long.
No, no, for sure. And of course, the darn weather, we're going to hope it's a sunny, lovely day.
But if it rains, we'll still have the event.
Okay.
Probably, like if it was pouring rain, we would probably just move the lunch and whatnot up. People can still come and have a visit, have lunch.
Right, and maybe, it's hard to say. The weather might clear off and things just might get delayed a little bit, right? Yeah. I was thinking to myself here about, I just lost my train of thought a little bit. I had a good question, but you're looking for volunteers, and so if people were able to help on that day, can they call you,
Yes.
Cathy?
Yeah.
Okay, would you mind sharing your number?
No, they can call me at 204-721-4944.
Excellent. And I remembered my question. Do you have to pre-register for the walk?
No.
Okay.
We have done that in the past, but it didn't really work out that good. So it's just get up that morning, come, register when you get there.
Okay. And you can come as an individual and register. You don't have to come with a team of people or a friend. You can just come, and if you don't come with anybody. I mean, you still walk with everybody,
Yeah.
right? You don't need to have
No,
somebody with you.
no, you can just
come.
yeah.
Okay, cool. That was my question.
Oh.
And again, yeah, you're looking for help, so we've talked about that. That's good. Any particular message you're giving out at this year's walk?
Yes, this year our theme is reflection, and that's basically looking in the mirror and being happy with what you see in the mirror.
Wow, that is powerful.
So that's what we're kind
I
of,
like it.
yeah.
Wow.
So, and we've got some little mirrors that we got that we're gonna.
Oh, you girls are very creative. I would imagine I know what's coming. What can others do in their community just to help spread the word and awareness about the walk?
I think that if you see the Facebook post or whatever, just tell your friends, tell your family, gather your coworkers. Yeah, just let everyone know about it, and I think that's about all,
Yeah,
like as long
yeah.
as you're kind of spreading the word.
Yeah, and I think coming to Spotlight on Souris, I think
Yeah.
this is helpful to get the word out. And like I said earlier, you have the posters around, and social media's, pretty powerful in
Yeah.
getting the information out. And of course, just, word of mouth
Yeah.
for people to share it,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So the 7th annual Westman Mental Wellness Walk is on Saturday, May the 10th, 2025, here in Souris at the Curling Club.
Curling Club,
So
yeah.
that is the south side of the Souris complex. And Cathy, can you remind us again what time it starts at, or registration will start?
Yeah. Registration at 9:30. Program starts at 10:30, and walk starts at 11.
Okay. And can you share your number again if anybody is looking to volunteer or is interested in doing some sponsorship? They can get a hold of Cathy Williams. And your number is, Cathy?
It's 204-721-4944, or you could email me at westmanwellness@gmail.com.
Excellent. And can you give us the full name of the Facebook page?
It is westmanwellness.org.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Did we cover everything?
I think so.
Yeah, we have a lot of great information there. Sounds like a great event. It has been well attended. So let's get Cathy 500 people out to the walk. And it's for a great cause. So we'd love to have you come out to Souris. So thank you, Cathy, for coming.
And thank you for having me.
It's been Spotlight on Souris for Wednesday, April the 23rd, 2025.